Girl, they arguing again. But anyway. So y'all, I'm glad y'all was enjoying the last vlog. Me telling y'all that story time of when I was a little fast little old girl and my boyfriend got beat up in front of me and I had to break up with him. But anyway, well, I ain't break up with him. The streets broke us up. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if you dating a dude that go to jail. You know, if you date a dude that's going to jail, you don't really break up with him. The judge break y'all up. You know what I'm saying? The minute the judge be like, you got, you know, 10 years in prison, it's like, dude, the judge broke us up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't finna be, nah, look, this ain't finna be no goddamn love after lockout, love after lockup. I ain't finna be, you know what I'm saying? Like waiting no 10 years to be with nobody after they didn't went to prison. I mean, and it's no problem for people who do that. I don't want to seem like I'm judging because I'm sure some people that do that, but that life ain't for me. Plus, you know, what are the odds of a man, you know, like waiting for you go to prison? Only man that's finna be waiting for a woman and when she come out of prison is Papoose. That's it. I don't know though, and maybe Barack Obama. But it ain't a lot of men who just sit around and just wait for their woman to come out of prison. You know, and so I ain't finna sit up and be waiting for no dude. Shit, y'all, girl, look, you can't even live on the other side of town for me. You know what I'm saying? You can't even live in Galveston. I'd be like, oh, nah, baby, the distance broke us up. Because shit, Galveston is about an hour away. I think we're just gonna go get some chili and then I'm gonna go home. I can't guarantee like I'm gonna be vlogging for the rest of the night because I just, you know, I'm feeling like a little bit tired or whatever. So my sister wanted me to, she wanted to pay for me to go to this acupuncture specialist, and he specializes like in acupuncture when you have cramps and stuff. But my problem is like, baby, once these cramps hit, I ain't even trying to leave my house. I left today because I was running out of medicine and I was feeling a little bit okay. You know, I had just enough energy to leave, go get this medicine, grab something to eat and go back home. But and then too, like, I could actually talk to the guy, the acupuncturist, and he was telling me like, you have to come when the cramps are like at their absolute worst. And I'm like, sir, by the time the cramps be at their absolute worst, I'm gonna need to call a damn ambulance to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really trying to make no moves like that when I'm just at my absolute worst. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'll be feeling better soon, you know, so I should be feeling better soon or whatever. But I just know like, I haven't been feeling my best or whatever. But y'all, I was watching Cynthia G. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's a YouTuber, and she was like doing commentary on this podcast, and it was just sad because it was like a black dude, and he was saying like black women get pregnant so they can get a house and all of this stupid stuff. He was saying like, you know, so they can be on welfare, and you know, and so there was another white guy challenging his theory. And he was just saying like, well, black women don't get pregnant by themselves. They don't come single mothers by themselves. You know, so I think he was just pressing the guy on what contributions do you think, you know, the men that these women are getting pregnant by are making to them being on welfare and that type of stuff and being on the system. And he was just like, well, you know, they get houses. Talking about, he knows somebody who got 10 kids and she got a hood house, and he just made it seem like women are just intentionally out here becoming single moms, you know. And I'm like, nobody is just opting to, you know, especially if you're in partnership, you're not immediately going into that partnership thinking you're going to be with someone and you're opting to be a single mom. Now, there are some circumstances where women may go and get, you know, they may have somewhat of an agreement or what have you in terms of like, okay, I'll get inseminated or that type of thing to become a mom. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about women who are actively in partnerships, relationships with these men who get pregnant, and the man decides that he wants to, you know, not partake in any form in a kid's life, and then she has to go and put child support on him. But anyway, so I just thought that was extremely interesting and also disheartening, because the man that was challenging him was a white man. The man that was like, well, let's challenge your theory. You know, if that's the case, you know, again, these women are not becoming single moms by themselves. And so he was really like pressing the dude. I really couldn't even come up with a good theory. He couldn't even come up with a good explanation as to why, you know, why would these women single-handedly decide to become a single mom just so they could be on welfare? Like, nobody is that goddamn lazy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is like, oh, I'm just gonna go have me some insurance so I don't gotta work. Nobody is that lazy. Well, if there is, I don't know them. You know, I don't know anyone who just wants to be on the system and have the bare minimum, and you just not want anything better. I don't know people like that. But anyway, girl, we can you know, this conversation could go on and on or whatever. But anyway, y'all, let me go and get my chili from Wendy's, and then if I'm feeling better when I get home, I'll pick you guys up then.
After London, if you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can undo. You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just said a word and I run through. 2 texts, no reply, that's when I knew. Yeah, circumnavigate the globe as the cash grows. Get a nigga whack like you get the grass mowed. I'm talking slick when I'm with the big slime, nigga. Could hit your bitch, you can never hit mine, nigga. In my DM, they electric slide, nigga. No catfishing, this is not a fish fry, nigga. Never switch sides on my dog. Catch a contact, get your ride, go tomorrow. Everybody say, how could you come about your face and say I ain't the hardest nigga you done never heard? I never like a rapper's dead and bird. A verse from me is like 11 birds. It did the methods like $1,000 every word. I'm on purge, I beat the church. I kill some niggas and I walk away from it. Then I observe, that's how you curve. Then told a nigga that they gotta wait for me. I know you ain't hot demand. I'm ballin' on the pussy nigga like you want a man. I'm drowning all inside the pussy like I never swam. Hey, fuck your IG, I put something on your sonogram. I'm the man. Hey, after London. If you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can undo. You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just said a word and I run through. 2 texts, no reply, that's when I knew, yeah, I knew. Talk, church talk, I can make a brick walk. Up north, down south, bank hit the ritual. Hit it with a little water, stretch it like a vocal cord. STD, I run my ward, fuck a fed and his daughter. I'm a rent a compound, I supply the fire and bread. I got a man and she gon' ride. She took a quarter and she played. I'm in that left so she gon' ride. I see the pain and shot it like bright. I'm at that London with some big thighs. No fries, she thinks with the fish size. Then your mama tell you something on fire, stop driving road. I've been on the road like a pair of spinners and stopping goals. Yeah, I can charge him like a judge, him and demon. Got your brother in the garage, he ain't seen me. Every time a nigga go back to the board, niggas act like they gon' start and we leave them on that cement.
Hey y'all, okay, so we are getting ready to go to the mall. So the iPad saga continues. But anyway, we're getting ready to go to the mall to pick up our new iPad. So I told you guys previously that we had I purchased the 11-inch 1 terabyte iPad. And then honestly, girl, when I left the store, I saw the 12.9-inch iPad 1 terabyte. And I was like, you know what? I would like this so much better. So I decided to exchange it for that. But I would also like to add to that one of our fabulous bombshells did make a contribution to the larger iPad. So I would like to thank Stephanie B. Thank you so much. She is awesome, guys. So she did make a very nice contribution to the new iPad that we about to go pick up. So I thought that was just so sweet. And just, you know, it really did brighten my day. So I really appreciate that. So Stephanie, thank you so much. But yeah, girl, so I'm just putting a few little curls in my hair around the front. Because I just don't want my layers, you know, the layers of the hair laying on the eyelashes. I hate that. So I'm just trying to, you know, just add a few little curls that way. Girl, I hope this camera is not too close. Let me bring it back a little bit. Hold on, let me make sure. Girl, but anyway, y'all, so last night I was watching this show on Netflix, and the show was called, I think it was called I'm a Stalker. And I found out about this show through Nick and Carla Rochelle. Well, this one particular case, this lady, she had met a guy at a drugstore. She was going to pick up a prescription, and she met this guy there. And they exchanged numbers and stuff, and you know, they started talking and all of this kind of stuff. So eventually she invited him over her house, you know, and they began, you know, kind of messing around. But you know, she had told him that she wasn't looking for anything serious, and he said the same thing. But she said she noticed about 2 months into them dating that he, you know, she started noticing the red flags, like him wanting her to check in and, you know, stuff like that or whatever. And so, you know, she was like, I don't want to check in. And it was like, you know, call me when you get to this place. Call, you know, every time she said she was going somewhere, he would be like, call me or whatever. And so she said one night she went over to her parents' house to spend time with them. And I think it was like the 4th of July. And she said like, he had drove, you know, like past her mom's house quite a few times. I was like, dang. So she was like, he kept, you know, driving past her mom's house or whatever. And so she pretty much, because he kept calling her, she wouldn't answer the phone. So I think that's what made him like drive past the house. Long story short, she was like, no, you know, I don't want to be with you. She let him know, like, you need to, you know, come get your stuff or whatever. When he came to her house to come get his stuff, she said he had gotten violent or whatever with her, you know, like he snatched the phone out of the wall and stuff like that, broke her nightstand. And then, you know, at that point, she just asked him to leave. And so he did leave. I don't think he ended up getting his stuff. But then that's when the harassment and, you know, that type of thing started. He started calling her, uncontrollably calling her or whatever. So, girl, it was just a nightmare. It's on Netflix. It's called I'm a Stalker. But anyway, so eventually after years and years of like her, you know, trying to get the police involved, they eventually did arrest him, and now he's in prison. He's serving like 21 years in prison. But girl, she wasn't like the first woman he had like stalked, you know. This is just like what he did, but he had gotten physically violent with like one lady. He broke her nose, girl. I was like, oh my God. So it was really bad. But anyway, girl, at the end of the like when the interviewer asked him, you know, like, would he do anything different? Was he remorseful? And he was basically like, no, he's not remorseful and he wouldn't do anything. The only thing he would do different is like basically not have sex with, you know, with the women. Like he wouldn't have sex with them. And like, to me, my interpretation of what he was saying, talking about, cause sex clouds your judgment, he was to me implying like his sex was so good it made them go to the police on him. I'm like, no, sir, that is not the answer. Basically, just saying like sex clouds your judgment, and you know, especially when it's good sex. And I'm like, if I just couldn't believe that, because it doesn't matter how good the sex is, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like their judgment wasn't clouded. Your judgment was clouded because you ended up stalking everybody that you know, that you met. And it was just crazy because girl, every single woman that he dated ended up like having to report him, you know, like having to call the police. And I was just like, yeah, so he definitely had a history of violence. But it was just the fact of like, even when it was all said and done, he still had not learned his lesson. And he didn't even, y'all, the series is a trip, because the people, like, he didn't even feel like what he was doing was even classified as like stalking someone. And so I was just like, okay, so he's basically delusional, because all he was saying, like, all I did was just called her a few times. That was it. I called her a few times, and, you know, maybe just to check on her and stuff. But girl, when they pulled the text messages and, you know, all that type of stuff, girl, he was texting this lady. It was pages and pages and pages of text messages that he had, you know, that he was sending her, and just harassing a girl, driving by her house, telling her she needed to keep her porch light on. He destroyed her property, drove through her yard, just all types of stuff. I mean, it's just like, you just never know with these guys. And so she was saying, like, even 10 years later, he's been in jail for 10 years. He has 10 more years or 11 more years to go. She was saying even 10 years later, she still is traumatized, and she doesn't ever think that she doesn't think that she's ever going to get over that, you know, the trauma of what happened. Let me finish this hair real quick, and then I'm going to put my jacket on, and girl, we going to head out. I did the finishing touches on my hair, putting on my boots. It's kind of chilly outside today, but I don't think I need like a super heavy coat or anything like that. So we just gonna wear our leather jacket, this cute brown leather jacket. So these boots are so, well, at least this one, these are squeaky boots. All right, so this is the bodysuit. So y'all, this is like a cute leather bodysuit. I bought this from Ross. These really cute jeans. I bought these from the Goodwill. And then you guys have seen my, y'all have seen these Steve Madden boots before. I don't know why they squeaking, girl. I only wore the boots like 2 or 3 times, but anyway. And then we're gonna wear this really cute blazer jacket. And then let me fix my hair.
Wait, let me fix my hair. Yes.
These squeaky boots. These squeaky boots won't let me be great. They just squeaky, girl. So yeah, this is what we're looking like. I like it. I think it's really cute. All right, y'all. So this is the entire look with the glasses. So yeah, we're definitely gonna wear some glasses today. So I'm gonna be honest, even though I just kind of threw this little look together, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I love it.
That look like a brand new booty. How you did that? You got face stones and over the watch. How you did that? You hear some skeletons in your closet. Why you did that? How you yelling slash slash? How I kill a cat? Yeah, hopping around in the two-tone Maybach, pillows in the back. Too many rounds on the fully acting. Someone gon' get wet. How you gon' get more when you still owe me? How you gon' do that? Snatch the Ruger bag, give a nigga a yak attack. I get my shooter whack, meat and cheese and that's the rat. It ain't nighttime, but your tango. How you do that shit? Me and Glenn, fuck the same hoe. How you do that, baby? Shit, catch up on the AR. How you did that? Check out lift up when you take off. How you did that?
What he doing? Oh, he must be waiting on his Lyft and his Uber. But anyway, let me get out of this being busy. So y'all listen. I had thought about this a couple of days ago, but I remember when I was working in corporate America and, you know, stuff like that or whatever. And people used to always ask me, like, why are you so dolled up? Like, why are you, you know, like I would literally go to work and people at work would ask me, why are you so dressed up? And they were like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going to work. And so that has always been like a subject when it came to me, like, you know, that I was always dressed but y'all, that's just my thing. And so like I'm at the point now where I don't want to wait for special occasions to wear really nice things, because I lost everything I had. I lost a beautiful wardrobe of clothes and shoes and purses in a fire, and it's like now I want to wear everything, you know. So if I wake up and, you know, I want to look pretty just because I'm going to the grocery store, just because I'm going to the mall, baby, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna get dolled up. I'm for real, and I love that. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, like, if you want to, you know, wake up for no reason other than the fact that you just want to look pretty, you know, put on your nice stuff or whatever, you know, try to, like, stop saving stuff for special occasions. There are some things that I have that are very, very, they're very, like, you know, you can't just wear that type of stuff to the mall, or you can't just wear that type of stuff to, you know, the grocery store. But, you know, just like wearing my boot to my heels and stuff, that's just my thing or whatever. And so I just wanted to, you know, put that out there. But baby, what is going on with this hair? Okay, I think, okay, I overspray, girl. It be like that sometimes, so I overspray. But yeah, girl, y'all, it ain't nothing wrong with getting dolled up just to go to the grocery store. It ain't nothing wrong with it.
To the grocery store?
Yeah.
Turn around. Why you going to the grocery store like that?
Cause I'm going to Millie thing, and I just feel like being pretty today.
Alright.
Ain't nothing wrong with being pretty.
But it is something wrong when you overspray your wig, girl. I probably overdid it a little bit too much on the hairspray, but girl, that's okay. We getting it together. So yeah, girl. And then hold on, baby, I got to say, oh, okay, it's looking all right. I just don't like, let me kind of fix this little part right here. I was reading that Microsoft, Google, and Amazon is laying off. I was like, oh my God. They were saying Amazon is mostly laying off on the shifts, like on the jobs, like human resources and stuff like that. So my heart just goes out to everyone that's, you know, that's looking at a layoff this year. Because I'm like, damn, the economy was doing so good, and it's like everything is just tanking. I'm probably going to drop some little resume tips later on. Maybe when we get home, I'll drop some resume tips, you know, just so the bombshell community, we can have us some little backup plans just in case corporate Karen come to your desk and be like, how are you? You know we love you. You know that's how they like to do before they give you the we're laying off speech. So anyway, we'll probably do that later. But anyway, girl, let me concentrate on fixing my wig real quick and getting to this mall, and I'm gonna call y'all back. All right, y'all, so we just left the mall. It feels like I haven't picked y'all up in a periodically long time. But anyway, so we got the goods. We got the goods. All right, so this is the new addition to the Bombshell family, girl. This is our 12.9 iPad, 12.9 inch, 1 gigabyte. I am so excited. I cannot wait to get it activated.
Know you ain't hot man. I'm balling on the pussy nigga like you want a man. I'm trying on the side the pussy like I never swear. Hey, fuck your IG, I put something on your sonogram, I'm the man. Hey. We can run one. Talk about some things we can't undo. We're just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money now.
All right, y'all. So we did go to HEB. But of course I didn't film, because how many times? Tell me about a time. But anyway, how many times y'all really want to see me at the same grocery store buying the same stuff? But girl, I bought some cucumbers, and girl, when I tell y'all these cucumbers are huge, I'm like, oh my God, they are humongous. But you know, the cucumbers in Colombia and Mexico, that's really what they look like. So some people will look at these, I'm gonna show y'all when we get home, they would look at them and be like, oh, something wrong with them cucumbers. But no, this is how they really look. But anyway, more importantly, y'all, you know what I be wondering. Y'all, don't laugh at me when I say this. But when I be buying cucumbers, because I be buying like 12 at a time, you know, and I be wondering if people be thinking I do OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if they be thinking I be at home, you know, doing some nasty stuff or whatever. I don't know what made me think that, but I just think like I do be, it be people just like looking at my basket like, damn, you know, or whatever, because I know it's just like an unusual, that quantity, you know what I'm saying? Because I buy the ones that's cut up, and I buy the ones that you know what I'm saying, that of course you have to prepare on your own. But that's just something I always wondered, like, I wonder if it's some pervert in here thinking that I use these cucumbers, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, so y'all, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me like he feels like women have it easier, and I was like, I don't feel that way. And he was like, y'all do. He was saying like, you know, a woman, all she have to do is get her body done, and you know, as long as, you know, her body looks good and she's pretty, she can just call any random dude and be like, man, can you cash up me $1,000? I'm like, shit, where the men that's just cash apping the women's, the guys, $1,000? Because I don't know no dude, I don't know no dudes like that I could just call and be like, send me, cash app me $1,000, you know? And so he was just saying like men have to work twice as hard, and you know, women can just, look at this fool behind me. Baby, where is he going in this kidnapped man, girl? I wish I could show y'all this man behind me. But anyway, he was just saying like a woman can just, you know, take Instagram pictures and be on Instagram and make a whole lot of money. And I'm like, baby, you got it so wrong. And then he was just saying like women don't get used the way that men do. I'm like, we may not get used, people may not try to use us the way that they try to use men. Like, for example, you know, if you're a social media influencer, content creator, and you have a really large, a pretty substantial following, people will try to use you in a different way. Whereas maybe if you're a guy with money, they'll just straight out be like, well, you know, you think I can hold about $3,000-$4,000 or whatever the amount is. Girl, how long I been talking and the camera been over there? I'm mad. Golly. Fuck. Anyway, girl, I don't know how long the camera been looking at the side of the damn street, because I'm paying attention to the street, and obviously the camera is too. But anyway, you know, I was just telling him like women, oh man, women get used differently than guys do. You know, like someone will see that you have a pretty substantial following on your YouTube or on your Instagram, and they be wanting you to be like, can you advertise my little cousin? My little cousin turning 5. Can you put his birthday party flyer on your YouTube? Can you put his birthday flyer on your Instagram? You know, and it's like, I ain't exactly trying to go around and promote parties for a 5-year-old. Oh, look at these cucumbers, or this cucumber, girl. But if, like I was saying, if y'all go to Colombia or let me put the camera back there. So if y'all go to Colombia or Mexico, this is what they look like, girl. So yeah, girl, them cucumbers gotta weigh about 10 pounds. They feel like they weigh about 10 pounds a piece. Y'all, I'm over here just talking to myself. Let me get situated and I'm gonna call y'all back. All right, y'all, let's have us a little impromptu fashion show. So I'm gonna try this little stuff on I bought from ZARA today. And it really wasn't that much, because girl, ZARA and the girls didn't mark the stuff down to like $5.99. So anyway, I have on this really cute bodysuit. This bodysuit was $6. And then I bought this really cute pink lace. Girl, I don't know if this is a jacket, a shacket, a shirt, girl, or what, because it has the pearl details on this side, but it doesn't even have any like holes or anything, buttonholes on this side, but that's fine. So yeah, this was super cute. Y'all, I have my robe tied around my waist because I already told y'all, you know, baby, YouTube do not be playing with the head bombshell, baby. But anyway, so yeah, this is the outfit. Now I can take this part off. So this is it. And y'all, it's just like, let me try to turn this around. Turn it around so y'all will see my booty. And it's just crisscross in the back and it's sheer. So it's sheer. And the cups are sheer, but my, you know, my nipples and stuff are covered. So yeah, so this is a cute little look. I'll probably wear this with like some really cute, I want to find a pair of really cute wide leg white leather pants or something really fly like that. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, so this is the first look from ZARA. All right, y'all, hold on, girl. Is the damn camera even? Okay, there we go, girl. All right, so this next little ensemble, this is just a cute little bodysuit. Now, disclaimer, I don't know if I had this thing on right. All I know is this is a strap right here. I probably don't have it on right, but girl, that's fine. We just gonna tuck this in right here, and then it's a strap right here. And then if you move the straps out of the way, it's like a halter type of situation. But it's super cute. I'll probably wear it like this, even though it might not go like this, but that's fine. This is what it looks like in the back. I think this is really cute. It's so sophisticated. So this will be perfect for the summer. And this was $5.99. So the next thing is this dress. It's really cute. I'm covering my chest because I don't want my nipples showing or whatever. But anyway, so it's this really cute dress. It just kind of skims your body. It has the, what is this? Gosh, what is the name of this neckline? I can't, oh, the cowl neckline. Really cute. Y'all, I'm kind of bloated, so you know, don't pay attention to that. You know, once the bloating and stuff goes away, everything will look nice and snatched. But I like it. It skims your body a little bit. Now, y'all, you guys know I love shapewear, so I'll definitely be wearing shapewear under this to smooth everything out. But yeah, I'm probably, I will wear this with a really cute pair of heels and probably even like a kimono. If not a kimono, just wear it like this with some nice accessories. And yes, so I wanted to show y'all this. Now, I didn't buy this today. This was purchased, I think I might have purchased this last week. All right, y'all. So what I ended up doing was cutting the try on haul short because my stomach started hurting and the bloating and all of that. And so I took some medicine, but anyway. So what I thought we would do is work on, you know, just do like a little resume update. And honestly, guys, this is for all of my bombshell girlies that either work in a call center environment or you just work somewhere where you are over it and you really feel like it's time for a change. But mainly, I was just thinking about, you know, when I worked in a call center environment, how much I hated the job. I hated waking up in the morning, getting ready to go to the job. I was grateful that I had a job, but honestly, I was pretty much miserable for those years I spent in customer service. And so I really thought about you guys, you know, and it's a new year and it's time for a change. And so for any of my bombshell girlies who work in a call center environment or just in a position where it's time for you to move forward, this is for you. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is encourage you, if you are in customer service or customer service role, guys, those roles, knowledge is transferable. And so you can transfer the knowledge that you have to other roles. So for example, even though you're in customer service, you could easily go into compliance. You can become like a compliance analyst. You can do quality control. You can do vendor management and even process management. Guys, keep in mind when you get into process management, that's an awesome position because you are managing a process and not people. So the first thing we want to do with your resume is show that we had some level of leadership skill. Let's take a look at our resume. All right, guys, so the first thing you want to do with your resume, of course, your name is going to be at the top. you want your contact information to follow, and then your information, and then your email to follow after that. One thing that I would encourage that you add to your resume is the city that you live in, as well as your zip. I would not encourage that you put your full, I wouldn't encourage that you guys put like your full address on here, but I would at least encourage that you guys put your zip code on here. That way, if you guys get people calling you from out of state or calling you from another country, they can kind of look at your zip code and see if you are within a certain mile within the position that you are looking for. I know when I was looking for a job, they did that a lot of times. They would look up my zip code and make sure that I was so many miles from the actual job location. All right, so on this resume, you guys see that I work for Waste Management and Corporate Security Services, and that I was a senior project manager. So what you're going to do, if you are a customer service rep, you're going to make sure that this, you know, keep your title the same. If you can, keep it the same on your resume. That way, when people call and verify, it won't be any discrepancies with the actual title or the role that you held. Now, if you know somebody in HR, and you know that they will vouch for you, what you want to do is put senior. Anytime you get the opportunity to put senior on something, put it on there. So you can put senior customer service representative. All right, so we have our senior customer service representative position updated. Okay. So the next thing you want to do, especially if you're looking to get into like process management. In fact, let's look up a process management position. So I'm going to type up process manager. So as you guys can see, we have a process control manager. And let's continue to look. We have a manufacturing blow mold. Man, we don't want to be blowing no mold, girl. Let's get that. Okay, manager. Process operations manager. All right, so let's take a look at the process. Let's see. I think it might be easier depending on what you currently do now. It might be a little bit easier to maybe get into the process management role. So let's look at that, or the process operations manager role. This may be an easier position to navigate into. So let's look at the job description. See, you see what I'm saying? Look, guys, it says work with customer service group sales team to ensure that contracted services, trade, profit, sales, real estate, oil and gas, and renewables have been complete. So this is basically what I talk about. Again, you guys have, if you have the familiarity with customer service, this will be a role for you to easily transition into. So what we would have to do is basically take the resume and translate this and make it seem as though we've already been at least, you know, doing these duties already. So we would have to get a little creative with the wordplay. What I did, I kind of did like a little bit of a wordplay. So we just put the initial job description, or what they want you to perform. They want you to work with customer service groups, sales, customer service group / sales team to ensure contracted services, and contracted services have been completed. So what I did on our Jane Doe resume, I put worked with customer service groups / sales team to ensure that contracts and services were fully explained and completed. So that's kind of how I did a little bit of wordplay, like just making our current position fit in closely to the position that we want. So what you're going to do, you're basically going to do that for the next 3 things. So for example, it says here correspond with timber, oil and gas, renewable energy, vendors and suppliers, to review if holding company purchasing objective have been met. All right, so you're going to basically take this and you are going to twist it so it does appear that that's something that you are currently doing now in your current role. And again, you're going to do that for the first 3. Next bullet points, you always want to make sure that you're performing some type of action. And so as you see here, for example, I said I conducted pre-installation meetings to discuss system design and surveillance placement. I consulted with technical network team to ensure that the programming of all equipment was complete and accurate. I also maintained all documentation regarding the system implementation, project delays, milestones, and budgetary changes. And so these are roles that I actually performed, and you see that these are all action roles. If you wanted to, guys, you can also make sure that, you know, you are not only in an action role, but you're also in a leadership role. So for example, I demonstrated leadership here when I said, coordinated training for site personnel to ensure that they receive the proper instructions on operating surveillance software system. So you guys want to always make sure that you're not only in a position of action, you're also in a position of leadership. All right. And so that's what you're going to do. Pretty much, I would just say do that throughout your resume. As far as the resume goes back, I would say do that. And then you guys know this other little trick that I showed you. I'm going to show you that trick again. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this full job description and we're going to highlight it. All right, so let's just pretend that this is a full position. So you're going to highlight it. I'm working off of an apple, so I'm just going to go to the top on the left-hand side of the screen and I'm going to copy, okay? So I'm going to copy that font. You guys can do this from whatever, you know, whatever operating system that you use or whatever. Once you copy that font, you are then going to go, if you're using an Apple like I am, you're going to go to the top on the right hand side and you're going to go under edit and you're going to click paste. And we want to shrink the font on this particular, so we just want to shrink the font on the job description. That's all we want to do. Guys, shrink that as much as you possibly can. I'm going to shrink it all the way to a 1. As you see here, it is a 1. Now that we've shrank that all the way to a 1, we're going to go here to custom and we're going to turn that white. Okay. So as you can see, that job description is on the resume itself, but we turned it white. And that's a good thing because when your resume is ran through the, I think it's called like the application scanning. I can't remember the name. Your resume will pick up, but you also want to make sure, in the event that the resume does pick up, you also want to make sure that the other things match on here as well. One more thing that I forgot to add, guys, when you look at your software skills, you want to make sure that your software skills will match the skills of the actual job. So let's go down here and see what software skills they want you to have. I don't see correspond with, okay, well, I don't actually see, I don't see any particular software skills, but I will say this, more than likely, if this is a position, you know, where you're going to be having dialogue, you're kind of going to be leading. It does show that you're going to be attending meetings and you're going to be a part of an internal as well as an external group. You're going to be needing to use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and that type of thing. I would just make sure that I put that on my resume because you want your resume to be as scannable as possible. You want the systems to be able to scan your resume. Another thing that I would put on my resume, guys, because this is an oil and gas position, I would absolutely put SAP, that I have SAP experience on my resume. I would, of course, do some research, before I put that on the resume, because you don't want to get in there and they start asking you about functions in SAP and you don't know. So I would look that up or whatever. But guys, you see under my own, these are my own personal software skills. You see that my software skills are robust. I have, almost everything. Microsoft Office, Dynamics 365, Oracle ERP, which is the accounting portion of Oracle. I have PeopleSoft. I have P2P. P2P is procurement to pay or pay to procurement, whichever one you prefer. I have SAP. I have Vision. I have MAS, which is a master scheduling program. Tango is a system that I would use to order cell phones and services and stuff like that for my new engineers. SharePoint, which a lot of us use SharePoint. I had ISN NetWorld. ISN NetWorld is a software that I used to use to help, credential my engineers and to also source them out to bigger companies like Shell, NASA, so on and so forth. I had HASC as well as Remedy. HASC is kind of like a tool that I would use to schedule courses for my engineers. Remedy is more of a ticketing system. If you work in tech support, you know what Remedy is. It's more or less like a ticketing system that you use to create tickets and resolve tickets. We had intelligence operation. And so Indigo Vision. So girl, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But you guys see that I pretty much have all the bases covered. So my software knowledge ranges from Microsoft Office Suite all the way to supply chain. So make sure, what the hell? Girl, they arguing again. But anyway, make sure that you guys list as many of your software skills, every software you can think of that you've ever used in your work environment. Guys, please put that on your resume because it's going to help. They'll see that you have a lot of knowledge of different softwares. And so it makes you, very, very viable, flexible, marketable, hireable. We want all the bulls. You understand me? All right. So we have that. And then in terms of negotiation, guys, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Now, this position pays $105 to $135, okay? So the lowest amount they're willing to give you is $105. I don't care if right now all you're making is $35,000 a year. Do not be afraid to ask for what you want. And so what you're going to do, they already telling you what it is. And so all you have to do is make sure you do not bring up money first, okay? The person that brings up money first is the person that loses. You let them ask you what your expectations are. If you know that you're transitioning from a senior customer service role, and I deem anyone who's worked in customer service for 3 years or longer, you're senior as far as I'm concerned, okay? So you're converting over from a senior customer service role to a process operations management, so into a management leadership role. I'm absolutely going to encourage you to, I'm not going to say come in asking for 105 because you want to feel more empowered. But what I will do is encourage you. I'm going to be honest. I would come in at about 108. And if they ask what I want, I would say, well, I was looking for something more in the range of about 108 to about 115. So I would go that range. Now, I wouldn't ask for the maximum amount because you would still have an opportunity to grow into that. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of knowledge that I have. I'm very, very, very good at interviewing. I'm very good at resumes and that type of thing. And I've always been able to land positions and always been able to do exceptionally well on my interviews. For my bombshell girlies that are looking for a new job and, you're working on your resume, guys, I would love for you to get down in the comments section and you guys connect. So we're going to do like a bombshell buddy, and a bombshell buddy is basically where you guys can, maybe review each other's resume, You guys can connect in the comment section, and then if you want to move, when you move outside of that, y'all can exchange Instagram, email, whatever you want to do outside of that. But just try to find someone in the comment section. Just write "I'm a buddy" in the comment section, and then you guys connect that way. Guys, y'all can also practice off of each other, meaning like interviews. So when you guys land interviews, your bombshell buddy should be there for you to help you do mock interviews, because that's how I landed a lot of my positions. I did mock interviews. Now, in the event you are not able to find a bombshell buddy, or you're not comfortable with something, I'm going to encourage you guys to get this resume. It's called, it's a resume software. Let me see if I can find it for you. It's called, in fact, you know what, girly? Let me go get my phone real quick. Hold on. So the software that I used to use to help me practice my resume, it was called Resume Maker. So, or CV Maker. We just gonna type in Resume Maker. You can still purchase this Resume Maker 2022. It's about $27, and you can purchase this off of Amazon. It ranges basically, according to what I see, girl, anywhere from $27 to like $30, $35 or whatever, but it's worth it. It is worth it. And so basically what this software does, it literally builds your resume for you. So if you're not good with resumes, girl, get this. And not only with Resume Maker does it help build your resume, it also builds like your cover letter. So you may need a cover letter. So it's going to build your cover letter for you. In addition to that, it will build your letter of acceptance, your letter of rejection, because perhaps you'll get an offer that you're not interested in and you want to properly reject them. It helps you create thank you letters. I mean, girl, it does so many different things. This is a great software to invest in. So again, it's called Resume Maker. I'm going to make sure that I link this in the description box. I'm not always good with linking stuff, but girl, I'm going to definitely link this, because this is something that I'm passionate about. I do think that a part of my calling is helping women level up and helping you guys get to the career that you want, especially you know, my girlies that are in the call center. I know that is a very tough job, and I know you see so much more for yourself. And so, yeah, I hope that this was useful. Guys, if you found this segment useful, let me know. And also, guys, let me know if this is something that you want me to continue to do. All right, y'all, let's open the iPad. I wanted to wait and open this with you guys, because honestly, if it were not for you guys, I would not have a new iPad. So we had taken the plastic off. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
I ordered a case for it, but the case should be here on Friday. All right, so this is it before we take the plastic off. And girl, y'all know they hit me with the refurbished again today, girl. So baby, they want you to know that they know that it is refurbished. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, look, y'all. Oh, look how big the screen is, girl. Okay, let me, oh man, I'm gonna get all my little fingerprints and stuff all over it, but that's okay. All right, so powering on in my automated system voice. Of course, we have the charger. Ooh, it's got to get easier. Okay. So yeah, so let me go ahead on and get ready to activate it. Definitely English. All right, guys, so it says it may take a few minutes to complete the activation of your new iPad. Oh, y'all, I'm so girly, y'all, look. I'm so excited for us. Okay, it's doing the Face ID. Hold on. Girl, say move your head slowly. I'm trying. All right. move your hair slowly to complete the circle. Girl, this is... Okay, second Face ID scan is complete. Ooh, it's setting up the Apple ID, girl. All right, send email.